position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Finds his man. It's Brown. On the move at the 30. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They're on the board first here at the season opener.
And you just cannot draw up the start of the season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire. You're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A quick pass to the left. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got it. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys, too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Clemson! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Here's a heat. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and take it back. Oh, the ball's out on the return.
This defense making plays. Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play, and this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's got it. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Haynes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them in trying to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second.
It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for wins.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Oh, there is laundry on the deck, and it might be a reprieve for this kicker. Well, you can't block a kick without being aggressive, but you can't be overly aggressive. The roughing the kicker penalty looks costly. Offense in great field position. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown in the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire, and a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led sporty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Can't get him to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. LSU quick to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. The sure hands, it's Brown. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Here comes the heat. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Brown. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Creates a little room. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Pulls it in down the sideline. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions...
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. The grab behind the line, it's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against the guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Makes a connection. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
Spits it out to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. And the defense got it. Knocked down, but not before. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. And some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! And the comeback is on.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He might want another play. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And some room to work. Turning on the Jets. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And how about the wheels? Makes the big play. And listen, Palmer, when you mess up early in the game, you put the ball on the turf, you want to make it up, that's a great way to do it right there.
Yeah, he's been playing motivated, and this coaching staff, they haven't quit on him. They've kept him a big part of the game plan. He's paying off that confidence.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and they'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off. But when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. LSU right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get...
Touchdown, Tigers! And here they come almost all the way back. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. And they're not on the same page there.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Right down the middle. It's complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Pulls it in. It's Brown.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. The give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Finds his big tight end. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
An offense has practiced this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a comeback this has been. They've just kept fighting and put themselves in position here, David.
This has been unbelievable. And once you get momentum going, a lot of times it's so hard to stop it. Palmer, this defense is reeling and this offense is on fire.
Yeah, this offense, they just have this look right now like they can't be stopped because of all the success they've been having recently in this game.
Unloads it downfield. Makes a catch at the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him and gets him to the ground with the sack.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. Look out, he's got room. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Clemson will send the punt team out. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. so it'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun. He wants a big play here late. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a